Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. So, as you can see, I am starting a new fortress right now, and that is because I had some issues with my computer and I lost the progress I had. I lost my save files and I didn't notice up until the time I wanted to start recording again. So yeah, that is a shame, but also that's okay. We can find a lot of fun playing this game, and we can start a new fortress and see what we have learned on the way. So let me just take a quick look around and see what are we working with. So it appears we are in the middle of a valley between two mountains. Let me check this one on the south first. It's a little hill, nothing too interesting to see here, but apparently the other one is quite tall. Let's just start from the top here. These aren't the tallest mountains ever, but that is fine. There are not so many trees around, as you can see, only on this side. Let me just zoom out as far as I can. So there's this mountain here without many trees. The trees are more on the sea level, so to speak. So yeah, this is fine. We have some sandstone around, many trees. And what's this? Heat. Okay. I quite like this entrance here into the mountain, but it's very close to the end of the map. Let me just try something here. So as you can see, it's just in the end of the map, so I won't be able to use this very much, but I kind of like it. Maybe I can find a way to make that work. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a little pool. There is a lot of grass here. I quite like this location, but there is not so much mountain for us to work with. Perhaps what I could do is try to make this entrance like some sort of entryway to the mountain, and we can here decide if we want to dig up or obviously dig down, because right now there isn't much for us to do there. But also I don't want to be stuck to the border of the map. So maybe what I will do is just dig down around here. We are so close to the river, so we can work with this to channel it and maybe make some sort of, let me just check. Maybe we can make some sort of canal with this river, and maybe we can make it work, and that way we can have this is so weird. So is this like an aquifer? Okay, anyways, so we can find a way to have this symbolic place entering the mountain, and also the actual workplaces and living places here inside, I mean under the ground. Okay, let me think about it, and in the meantime I will tell you guys about some new things I want to try. I am using the DF hack because I have seen some videos and it's quite useful. I am not really sure how useful it is, but I wanna try it. And I also installed some mods, some visual mods that will make the experience a little better, I hope. So we will see about that. But anyways, it's been 6 minutes already and I haven't given my first order. So let me see. I think I'm gonna use this place over here. Maybe I will build on top of this place like a little hole. That would be nice, and we can have our animals, yeah, over there, maybe over here, because there is not much trees around, so it will be easier for them, and we can make like a little farm places around here. We can cut some trees around here. Maybe I can build a wall and make some sort of fortress entrance around here, and well, everything will be down below. So yeah, I like that plan. So first of all, let's just assign some jobs. So yeah, some of you guys were asking about how I keep track of everything in these menus after menus after menus, and when we look at it slowly, we can find that it makes sense. So here we have the basic shortcuts, if one could say that, to different control menus. So yeah, anyway, you can click whichever of this, and these ones will take you to these tabs up here, right? So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 buttons, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 tabs. So these things are linked, so that's a good way to keep track of where we are. So right now we can see the first tab is about creatures. We can see our citizens here in this sub tab. We can see our animals here, and as you can see, I started with some dogs, cats, some goats, chickens, rabbits, some cows and some lambs, which is nice. I plan to have a good amount of animals and work with them. In the other section you can see visitors, wild animals, etc. And here in Dead Missing, I have never seen anything here, but you know my experience with this game is so few. But I think if somebody dies or is missing, it will show up here. So this is quite a straightforward menu. The tasks menu will show all the tasks that are queued to be done by our dwarves. Places will show zones in this subtab. Locations, we'll see about this later. Stockpiles, workshop plant, farm plots, and siege engines. So it's kind of straightforward. We can see about this in the future. Labor, this is one that is important because here we can set our work details, which means kind of the professions that our dwarves will be assigned to. So for now, one of the things I want to do is I don't want anybody fishing, not yet, because we are dwarves and dwarves are supposed to be hiding from the sun, if we can say that. So nobody will fish, and this fisherman we have assigned I want to unassign him. So now I want planters and plant gatherers to be the same person. So I have this farmer. I'm gonna assign him or her, we'll see about it later. Assign this person this profession, and also I want this person to gather plants too. I have one woodcutter. I won't have many woodcutters, I only want this. Let me just check something. I don't want everybody to plant, only the selected ones, and also gather from plants. Because yet again, being outside is not something that many dwarves like, or at least I want to roleplay like that. So only a few selected people will be doing that. Okay? Now, we have stone cutters and engravers. I believe what this is about is when I want to polish some stones and when I want to engrave them. So we'll get this person and assign the job to him, I guess. So yeah. And haulers are people that are moving items. Orderlies are people that are feeding animals, sick people, etc. So I will handle this later, because right now we're only 7 people and we don't have many hands. So now there are some standing orders that, as I understand it, is like some actions that get automated. So I will not change any of this. So whenever we have thread available, so they can weave it. Okay, I will cancel this web collection. And for example, if I want an animal to be butchered, I want them to go there. I don't know how to tell a dwarf to actually go do it. So I don't want to change this, because I don't want to be losing meat. So hauling, just the same. I want them to gather animals, food, furniture, etc. In the refuse, I realized that I had these warthogs that were fighting my dogs, and when the warthogs died, they were just left to rot outside. So I want them to go and get these corpses, I guess. So yeah, because we can use that meat. I don't know if this will backfire in the future, but okay, we'll see. Now, I had these chores that this is for children. I want them to do chores, but I don't want them to be handling burial and refuse. I don't want them to handle dead people or animals, because they can get scarred for life. And also, I think I saw that having them hauling stone and wood is bad, because they will be too slow. So I will move this here too. And maybe if you guys have some more suggestions for me, I would love to hear that. And that's it. What I wanted to do here. Now in the kitchen section, this is what will be done automatically by our cooks. So I don't want them cooking the plump helmets, because if they cook them, I do not get seeds back. Also, these dwarves like to drink a lot, so I don't want them to be cooking with our drinks, because then they will get all moody, and that's not a good thing. Also, something we will need to remember for later is that pigtail. This is a plant that we can use to make thread and cloth from it, but these guys will start, I think, cooking it or drinking it, and I think we shouldn't be doing that because we want to turn this into usable materials instead of food. So whenever I have this, not in the seed but in the plant, I want to change it. Now stone use, I don't really know the details about it, but I guess is to forbid or prevent the usage of some stone that might be valuable. I mean, I could sit down and read all the uses these stones have, but I won't be doing it right now. So just very quickly, I can see that everything that is checked here is to be used in non-economic jobs. So for example, chalk, it can be used to make steel bars, big iron bars, and make quick lime. But if I'm using it for non-economic jobs, is that I am also using chalk to make doors and tables and every furniture and constructions. So yeah, I can come here and cancel it, and it's not doing anything. You see, it's just jumping around. Look, chalk. I click. Oh, okay, nice. We made me look like a fool there, but okay. So as I understand it, now they won't be building with chalk. So okay, I guess one can review this real quick. So maybe we shouldn't be using limestone because it's useful for making steel, also marble and obsidian. So yeah, we'll see about that. I won't be thinking too much about it, and I'm gonna check chalk again because it's the default. So other stone, I guess is the same. Maybe if I take these different stones that I think are gems, I'm not sure. So maybe I wouldn't be making a share out of gems, right? But apparently it's a possibility if I uncheck it here. And check it out, one of the mods I installed was to have different sprites for the different stones here. So this is nice because before all of them were the same sprite but with different colors. So you see, a little detail, but I really like it. So work orders, we will be talking about this later, but it's just the place where I tell my people to do stuff. Nobles and administrators, I want to come here because I want my expedition leader to be this guy, Doomed. So yeah, he will be our expedition leader. Also, he will be our bookkeeper, our broker, and that's it. I will have a militia commander, which is, I think it's a seed. Let me just check real quick. So this person, skills, is not my... Oh, look at this. I think this is DF hack. Because look, before it would show like this. Now I can see the progress. This is so nice. So yeah, this is one of the reasons I installed this. I am not gonna be talking about this, nor even reading it. I don't know all the options we have, but I just like the standard stuff. So real quick, let me check who is my soldier, because I know I have a soldier here. This one is, so Rigot Dumelville will be our soldier. So I will come back here, militia commander, and Rigot. And there we go. And this is what I will be having for now. So let me now start building, which is the part when I have to be creative, and I honestly don't know how to start right now. So first things first, I want this to be my pasture where I will keep my animals. So let me just grab this real quick. And let's create a pasture down here. Okay, assign the animals. Thank you. So I will have my goats here. I will have my rabbits. I think I wanna separate them a bit later, but for now let's get everybody in the same place. My cows and my lambs. The chickens will go inside. So if my animals are gonna be here, let me check again this. Yes, so I want to have a place. Oh, look, now I can see the size of the zones that I'm working with. This is amazing. I personally love that. So, I'm sorry, as I was telling you, I am going to make a big hallway down here because I want to put the farmer workshop here. Right beside it, I want to have a butcher shop and a tanner. These people will be handling the animals. Maybe I want them to have a little pathway between these walls and the workshop. And yeah, like this. Maybe I want to extend this here. I want to try and make a pretty nice fortress. So yeah, we'll see how we do. And also I will need some places to have materials. So at the same time, I am going to do something like this. Wait, no, remember I have pathway to the sides. This tree is the workshop, so I want them to have this way, this one here, and this one here. And here we'll have our storage. So let's just, oh look, here is the end of the map. So let's just do it like this. And we will make it work. Don't worry about it, guys. Alright, so I also learned in the other playthrough that I lost that I want a place to have these different bodies of animals that die, you know, outside and stuff. So maybe I can make something like down here, real small but useful. So let's do something like this, and this will be like the farmers district. Nothing too elaborate, but it will do. Why did I do it here? Because I want this to be the entrance, remember? So at the same time, let me just see how many blocks do we have in here. 11 blocks. So if I remove 4 here and 4 there, we have this. We can have this entrance here, and this can be the entrance to the mine. I want to remove this. And okay, so this is on elevation 50, this is on 46, this is 4 floors below, which is nice. Something that I want to try is to have multi-floor structures. So for example, I would like to have this hallway entering the fortress, but also I would like to have some pathways over here that can look down, so as to say that this is being washed by soldiers or whatever. So the foreign people enter here and they will be always inside to our soldiers and guardians. So this will be nice. I want to think about this, but also I want to have some pillars, you know, so that this makes sense as an actual dwarven fortress with their architecture. So bear with me and I will show you what I mean. So let's see, all of this will be our main corridor and the little hallway. So I want some pillars to be here in this place. So we have 5. All right, excellent. So look at this, something like this, and on top of this we will have the walkways for the soldiers. So this is a ramp that is going up, so when the dwarves come here they will come up, you see. So let me just get this. So the ramp is going up, the corridor will continue this way, right? But also I want it to come this way, like this. And we see that it only comes to here because the mountain, okay? But that is fine. So also over here. And later I will channel down on this just to remove this floor and ceiling. So it will be something like this. And you will see how this becomes a place where I can see what's underneath from this floor. And I promise guys it will be so cool. So what is the plan with this? People will come here, it will be like kind of impressive, oh, the dwarves and their constructions and whatever. And then we have like the little place for our leader to be sitting here receiving visitors. So let's make some kind of throne room for him. So let's think big here, guys. So maybe a 9x9 room, and the guy will be sitting here in the middle, like over here. And also we will have some pillars. Yeah, some big pillars like this. He will be sitting here and people will come here. Maybe those pillars are too big. Maybe let's do something like this. Almost. You know what? I'm sorry to be taking this back, but maybe I want them like this. Yeah, that's so cool. Should I make this smaller? You think I might maybe do something like this, but then this will not work because this one take 2, so this one should be let me just try something real quick. Sorry guys for taking so long, it's been 30 minutes and I haven't unpaused the game, but you know how it is. When creativity strikes, it's hard to contain. So yeah, let me try every 2 gaps, and it kind of worked. Oh Jesus. But I am determined to making it work. So it will be something like this. Yeah, cool. Now we need to take a place to bring all the things we have down here in this caravan, so I will make a little room over here like this, with some stairs going down. So when the dwarves get here, this will be only for the first stockpile, the main stockpile. So they will come here, and let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just let me check this. So let's make a 7x7 pile. Let's give it some shape, and here we will stockpile everything. I don't know if I want to make it bigger, but for now this will do. Excellent. And yeah, so sorry guys for the wait. It's been 30 minutes, but okay, let's go. Now let me see how many miners we have right now. I only have one. I need more miners. So our expedition leader will be doing this, and this peasant will be doing this. So there we go. Let me check about how many things we have right now. So I have one anvil, I have some armor, some bags, some barrels, a few buckets and chains, some crutches, drinks, fish. I have very little of anything. I have some logs. Okay, so let's let them start the work, and I will just check on them in the meantime. So apparently they will start working on this side of the mount. Oh no, they're bringing the animals. Okay, that is fine. Let me think on how I will connect this part with the other one downstairs. So this is the throne room, and yes, maybe I would like to make some. Let me just see about priorities. Okay, so this is in priority 4. You know what? Let me just start making some blueprints. So maybe I would like to extend this, and I will do some stairs over here. And these stairs will go up. So yeah, let's do this. This looks quite blocky, and I don't really like it, but I guess it's fine. So with this I'm gonna go up. Maybe I can just connect it here. Oh, let's go up just one. Let's keep this one going like this, and this way. I mean, yeah, we have these stairs, and of course they will be connected. Alright. And I have learned that having only one stairs is a bit too few. So maybe bring one more. Not here. I want to add another one over here. Wait, what's happening? The dog is fighting the mountain god. What? Where? Oh no. So that was not mine. Okay, interesting. We have a carcass already. Anyway, let's see how we're doing with this. This will be a place for refuse. Let's do it like this for now. Custom and refuse. Yes. And extend it. For now, just like this. And I would like this to have priority. So let me just tell them to do this first. Let's do it like this. The fighting sounds are so nice. Yeah. This is what I want them to do first. So let's go. They're coming now, so this is nice. And let's continue with our planning. So, if we're gonna do this, maybe I want this like this. Oh look, I quite like it. So maybe I can do the same here. And yeah, let's continue this place like this. We'll see about how to make it work later. But for now, this will be some ways to go to the different places, because here is our leader's house, or not house but office. So yeah, anyways, let's make this. Yeah, and this is the main focus right now. But yeah, let's let them finish the work. Let's keep thinking about what we can do with our time. So yeah, these workshops, I would like them finished as soon as possible, but I'm gonna give a priority of 2, because you know what, no, I'm gonna tell them to this now. They have a lot of things to sort out, so yeah. So let's keep thinking about this. All right. So we have our main entrance, and we have our first stockpile, and we also have 2 ways to go up and down. I am thinking that I want up to have these places which are just some farming things, but what I really want is to go down and see about finding metals and ores down there. Also, I need to find some dirt to see if I can farm, but apparently I won't. Maybe I will need to dig around here and see if I can find some soil, but I am not sure. So yeah, we'll see about that later. How are they doing? Okay, so you can see these weird looking places. If I press this thing, it shows me what this is doing. So this is a place for going up, and this is a place for going down. Okay, this is fine. Also, let me remove this. I would like them to remove these features in the mountain. So this mountain will be okay, but this is not so important, so let's give it just a 5. But what I want with this is to have this mountain inaccessible from these places, because this is our entrance, so this needs to be protected, right? So yeah, let's do it like this. Maybe let's not handle this little space yet. Yeah, so no soil. This is kind of worrisome for me, because I have no idea how I will plant some crops. But that's okay. The only issue right now is that I don't have many dwarves to do jobs. Let me just check something. So if I come here to the tasks, we can see that right now the only tasks assigned are dig, and we have a lot of people that aren't doing anything. So I'm gonna get them busy bringing everything here. And now if I start the game, you will see that now everyone will be moving stuff. So yeah, they are not so idle anymore. And we can let these guys continue with the mining, and soon enough the building. So let me take a little sip of water and we'll see how they do. Right. So while this is getting dug out, let me see. So I don't want them to finish this no longer. This is fine. We have more important things to do, which are right now these places. So yeah, what's this? Miasma. Jesus. Okay. Anyways, let's see about this. We need to start thinking about getting the chair for our leader done. And I want to put it here. So maybe this can be 2 in priority. Yeah, like that. And this is almost done. Let's just increase this. Oh, I need to, oh my god, remove it. Okay, and I need to redraw it. Yes, like this. Excellent. Now let's let them to continue working. And in the meantime, I just need to do a temporary workshop, and I will put it here. Let's just see how this is done. Look, I want this to, oh look, this is DF hack, you see? I can make it top priority, but this is being done already, so this is fine. I want them to do a rock throne which means a chair, and I want this to be a priority. So somebody will come here and make this throne. Now we already can start putting this farmer. Oh, look at this. Let me just show you. So now this planner is the F-hack. I can come here and tell them what material I want them to make this workshop from. I can say I only want stone and leave it like that, so they will do of any of this. I can make it of only wood or stone and wood, you see? So the options are big. I can... How do I... Okay, this is the search bar. I don't want to be searching. I want them to make it out of... Okay, let me do something like this. I want them to make it only of sandstone. You see? So now this is gonna be done with sandstone. Now I want to come here also and have the butcher, and I want the tanner. There we go. All of them are being done on any material because I didn't pay attention, but oh well. Anyways, now that this is being done, I would also like to come here and add a new task. I want to have... Let me remember, I don't remember what I need. I need pots. I need blocks. Out of stone. Let's make some thrones. Let's see if the throne for our leader is done already. Well, almost. So I want furniture, chair. I only have one material, which is my sandstone throne. So yeah, I want them to put it here. I want this to be a top priority because I really need to be able to queue some jobs. So let me see if somebody's doing it. They construct buildings, so this guy is the one bringing the throne. And there it is. There we go. Nice. So now I can come here. I will make an office. This is the office. Accept it, and I will assign it to make our expedition leader. And this way, if I come here, you can see that expedition leader has an office, also our broker and bookkeeper. And this will stop being approximates, and this will be actual data that we can make our decisions based on. So this one is sitting here working, and you see this is done. Excellent. So now that we have our main things done, what I would like to do is pause just a little bit. Or not pause, it's not necessary. This is our farm and butcher and tanner. So maybe I want to have a little space here that will be used for leather, right? Any kind of leather we will store here. Now, farm, we can process plants and we can have some seeds. So maybe I will have, I want to be very specialized. I don't want just to have a huge stockpile full of stuff. So maybe I can have this little block here. Let me just pause for a little bit. I have a notification I want to see. But for now, I want to go food, seeds, all of them. There we go. And also, I want to make another one. This will be a bigger one. Let me just add a little bit here. And it will be plants. And plants, I don't know where to find them, but I will do. So this is food, prepare meals, drinks. This is always hard for me because I don't know how these things are organized, but oh, here it was all the time. So I want the plants here. We are also next to the farmer, and farmer will make cheese, so we can have cheese here. We can also store maybe extracts. I'm not sure. But for now, let's just keep it like that. Now this is the leather from the tanner, and this is the butcher, which will take items from here. And I don't want the meat here. I would like to put it in a kitchen or something, so I won't be working on this right now. But yeah, so having done this, let's just... Oh wow. Didn't I just say that this was my old thingy? But now, I don't want to have seeds in this place, neither plants, right? Neither leather, because they will be going out there. So yeah, we're going to start specializing this. So let's think about what else do our dwarves need. I really need to start with some workshops for the stone. So let's see how we can do that. We can go down, up or down? Let me think. We go up. No, I want the upper districts to be military districts. So no. This won't be workshops, no. So we will go down. Let's just make some stairs and go down. Not one, because this is our entrance, this is our stockpile, and this is 44. I mean, yeah, we can come here to 44. Also these two. And over here, let's think about some workshops. Especially because we have some water here that maybe we can channel and have some use for that. But anyways, so if these people will come down here and we have these two staircases going up and down over here, we can think of some plaza or middle ground for this to be like a meeting place. You see what I mean? So maybe we can connect this like this and then make it a big opening. They might be crashing into each other over here, but that's okay. I'm gonna just do this as a temporary precaution. There is 7 blocks between the stairs and also here. So 7 and 7. And now maybe we can start thinking about increasing this to on the side maybe just one like this. And let's see about the workshops. So maybe down here we can have some stone crafters and also some crafts dwarves, you know, the ones that make toys and interesting stuff. And here in the middle, what do we have in the middle? No, maybe the chops will be in the middle. And I really don't like this to be so thin. Maybe I can do something like this? No, because I don't want them to bump into each other. So yeah. Let me just unpause and let the guys do their things. What's happening? The dog is fighting again. Okay. Our expedition leader became an expedition leader. Nice. Inappropriate dig square. What? Okay, this is done. Look, now we can see. You see the stone in over my mouse? We can see it from the top here. How cool is this? Huh? Come on, you can't deny it. It's super cool. But anyways, we'll see about it later. Oh, and look, this is another one of the mods I installed. You see how this wall has the vanilla look? And now these ones look like they're coming up. So they have a little bit of perspective that I think looks amazing. So yeah. Alright, so let me just ask them to finish maybe we can finish the connection of these places. Let me see about my priorities. We are on priority 4 around here, and these are all 4. Okay, so let's make some priorities right now. We go down, up until here. We go down here. And we will connect this hallway. And here they will find. Maybe let's just make this one here. And that way, yeah, they can come up. Oh, wait. There we go. Yeah. Let's just have them make something like this. It will be faster. Yes. This also can be priority number 2. This is priority number 2. This is 1. Nice. And now let me just finish this, and I think we'll be finishing this episode here. I want to keep them around 1 hour because they were too long. So yeah, let's just finish the plans for these workstations and we can continue from there in the next one. So come on. So yeah, the guy will come down from here and go up. And maybe they will find 1 workshop here, 2 workshops here, 3 workshops in the middle, and maybe one here, one here. So maybe this can all be a workshop place, you know, in the middle, and have 9 workshops over there. It could be nice, right? So if we have 9 workshops down here, we can have a lot of storage around it, going to the sides. You know what? I think I like this design because this can be hallways that connect to these places here. And therefore we have 2 big pillars holding up this chamber in the middle, right? So this one will be the most important ones. You know what? Let's keep the ones in the middle not as important for now. Yeah, so something like this. But they will need to connect anyways. So let's keep it like this. These priorities are a mess, guys, but anyways. So if they will be working here, it would be nice if we had some space for all the materials they will be needing. And I like these pillars. Let's think of this as a big chamber. You see? Maybe 15. And every 3 blocks we will have our pillars. We have pillars here. And this shouldn't be 1. Come on. It will be 3. Let me just try this again. Like this. And there we have it. Let's go. So now I will do the same to the other side. So this grew by 18. All right. So 18 by 19. And then we make the pillars. Nice. How do you like this? And yeah, I don't know if I like it to be just like a big square, but this is a workplace, so yeah, maybe some little detail like some indentations over here. Just because, you know. In that way, we have a small chamber of work, and the guys will be working here. So, yeah, I like it. I am not gonna think so much about it. And for now, I am going to leave it at that, guys. I hope you liked this first episode of our new fortress. And I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.